I like the look of a painting that has a painterly appearance to it. Up until I was painting those bushes and trees in the focal area, I was quite unhappy with sort of the poster-like appearance of it. Now that I'm going into the bush and I'm starting to see some brushstrokes, I'm much happier. I'm encouraged that no, it's not going to reproduce the scene that I saw, but it may end up being a fairly attractive little panel. Anyway, we'll carry on with that, and we'll talk to you soon. Well, I think I'm going to sort of give a little more color in the foreground. I know that often a nocturnal scene is, we go with blues and purples, but there is still color in nature, and this moon actually was going down and the sun was going up behind me. Now I'm not going to show sunlight in the foreground because I don't want to compete with this too much. If I were going to have an interesting colorful foreground with sun shining off of it, then my composition should have been more like from here down, in my view. So let's just, won't get too colorful, but I'll put a few strokes in. Sticking with the greens on those trees there. A little bit lighter though. I think that'll work. And I can go more in the direction of that gold. Yeah. I think it'll end up being a little lighter than that, but just going to play it safe. Easier to lighten than to darken, as you've probably heard 1,000 times by now. Putting in broad strokes. Varying the color a little bit. Getting a little closer so we don't have to have all of our strokes so horizontal. You get a little closer, you see some of this grass in the foreground changing direction a little bit. You start to see more vertical shots of it. That's organizing the foreground a little bit. I'm going to probably going to put some deep purple in here just to indicate a bit of sort of dirty field without grass growing on it. Oh, it's been a very wet spring, so some areas have some grass growing, other areas are just still a little bit of weedy dirt. And I think a slash of purple in there would pick up some of the distant color and give it a little bit of variety of color, but not be too strong. I'll probably just show you the painting once it's finished, but I'm much happier with it now.